I think life is intimidating, so if you're getting up and making it through the day, like, why not just add something that's going to challenge you? You may fail, but there's nothing wrong with failing. I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned. My name's Katie Zenzel. I'm 40 years old, and I've been doing CrossFit for 1 year on Sunday. I am a graphic designer, art director. I grew up in Rochester, New York, 6 hours north of here, and I was mainly a gymnast for 10 years. And in between gymnastics, I played softball, volleyball, track, everything, but was outside all the time. I grew up in the farm country of upstate New York, so it was outside, riding your bikes, playing in the water, just basically outside all day. Went to Catholic school, K through 8, and it was very competitive. I was only in a class of 30 so people and was always striving to be the smartest ones. And that carried through to high school. I mean, it taught me discipline, it taught me to get things done. Then into high school, I found my passion of painting. I was always creative, but I was always thinking that I needed to be a straight A student versus being creative. So then in high school, I found an art teacher that was amazing, and I really started to focus in on the art and creative side of things. That led into what I was going to do in college, and I was a fine arts major, painting major, but then luckily my mom said, you know, you need to make some money, so let's pick another major, so I double majored in graphic design. So the focus was always just school, study hard. After college, I had a job, and then it was like I had all this free time. I wasn't studying, I didn't know what to do, and it was just like, wow, I have a life, and I've never thought about anything past the school work. So I started yoga. Later, getting up into the 30s, we started hiking, we got a dog, and it was, you know, get him exercise and trail running, because the dog has more energy than anybody put together. I did a mud run, which I would love to do again. That was really it until we had kids, and then everything stopped. There was no more exercise, there was no more anything. I think after 3 kids and the wear and tear on your body of pregnancies, trying to get pregnant, and that whole phase of life coming to an end, knowing that, okay, we have 3 kids, we're not getting any sleep, we're done. It was just, I need to do something other than work and take care of kids, because it started to get very cyclical of just up at 4 a.m. with kids and working and back to kids, and it was just getting too much to manage mentally. I needed an outlet. So between seeing our friend Sarah at daycare with all of her Kanna gear on and seeing you at Oktoberfest in town, I decided to give it a try, because I needed something. My blood pressure was through the roof. I was on medication, obviously needing to drop pounds and to just be healthier overall. So I gave it a try. So I knew a little bit about CrossFit, but I always thought it was something for me, because it wasn't a rigid, go to the gym, do this. I need to be accountable, and I'm not the person that's holding myself accountable for exercising every single day. So I always thought it would be something for me, and I was willing to give it a try. You know, after you have 3 kids and go through a crazy decade of ups and downs, the highs were high, the lows were lows, and, you know, just willing to be open to try anything, and I think it was the perfect opportunity. It's been transformational, like completely mentally, physically, emotionally transformational for me. The community aspect of it was something I never thought I needed, or I would be a part of, or I wanted, and that is a really big thing to keep coming back to. Like, I want to come back to it. If I'm not here for a couple days, I feel like I'm, you know, missing something. It's not the fear of missing out, it's just missing the people in the community. There was a couple years, 5-6 years ago, it was hard. There was a lot of ups, a lot of downs, and, you know, I became a hermit, and, you know, just wanting to stay, you know, in the house, by myself. It's easier not to talk to people. It's easier not to, interact with anybody. And this has definitely, cracked that shell open again. And I think that's what I needed. And I didn't know I needed it, but I do. I think that's been the transformation. Obviously, the physical aspect of it, I feel great. I just overall am stronger. Mentally, I'm not as sick as much anymore. I was getting sick every single year, like on clockwork, on the dime, like every year I'd be sick. And this is the first year that I haven't been sick, so. Class is fun. You start off with a question of the day, you get talking, you warm up in the broader sense of, just talking and getting to know each other again and coming back as a class, and then you physically start to warm up, and then you dive into whatever is on the board for the day. And I'm open to trying anything and everything, and I think if you're that type of person, then this is for you. I think this place is transformational. There's something about it. The energy is good here. I think just walking in and being a part of something is definitely what people need to get out of their comfort zone, and it's going to make you a better person overall.